All right, what's up, everybody? Mavi13. All right, so we got a little further along. Let's basically check out some of the physics engine that we got going on here. Um, so here's our vehicle. I went ahead and just threw a quick wheel on it. The model wheels did not transfer over for some reason, but we got the car correctly oriented and everything. Track is looking pretty good. So what do we have physics wise? Um, as you can see, it follows the road as it goes up, then it goes down. Let's do a little test drive and kind of go over. So now, like, basically, I can kind of maintain control of the vehicle. What a concept, right? We're following the track, which is great. What you're actually going to see is when I take a hard turn, you're actually seeing the car's body roll. We're calculating the suspension. Now the car is a little floaty and floating, doesn't have wheels and stuff. We don't have that quite finished. Working on the models for the cars and all that stuff. What you don't have is this tires screeching sounds and stuff that will be applied. The smoke that will come off the tires. But what you're seeing is, like I said, the body roll and lean. I'm kind of liking the effect. Obviously, you don't have the physics on the walls yet. I did not put that in yet because I'm focusing on physics and suspension and all that stuff. So we have the ability to adjust our acceleration, our top speed, our braking force, all kinds of things like that. So the physics engine is actually quite advanced in that sense, that it's all tunable and customizable, and in theory, you can have different vehicles with different traits if you'd like. So this supports that. So this is really cool. We do have a little bit of clipping issue where we have to kind of catch the car. We have some snapping to prevent the car from going off the track when it's going very fast, and the angles on the road are pretty severe. But anyway, for the most part, I mean, we're there. I tried to just tune it to make it playable, prevent some of the glitchiness. So we have, when you're turning at slow speed, you have the ability to turn quite sharply, kind of like in a real car, right? And when you're driving at fast speed and you crank it hard, you have the wheel is basically there's a virtual steering wheel, right? There's a virtual rack and pinion where the wheels start to turn more and more. And indeed, you have a drift system even. So even though we're going for an arcade-like feel and physics, we have a drift indicator at the top left, which is a little bit cut off on the screen right now. But I should be able to initiate a drift. I can do that with braking. I can do that with the gas. If I push the gas while I'm in a hard turn, I can initiate the drifting. So that's kind of what we have going on here physics-wise. That's the drift right there. If you saw that extreme angle, I think you have to be going like a certain amount of speed to be able to initiate it. I have to fix some of that liftoff physics when the car floats off the ground. So I'd say it's getting pretty developed and far along. You can actually control the vehicle. Let me just test that. You can see that I'm rotating the car forward. I'm rotating the car back. Do another test. You can see I rotate the car to the right and to the left. So, like, that's a little bit of an arcade thing, but you want to be able to land jumps, basically. So I just basically ended up having that in there. Again, this is an arcade, not a true sim. Not meant to be a sim. It's actually being built from the ground up to have a custom racing engine. And I'm really liking it. It has a sense of a suspension. You can see the car bumping and moving due to our geometry on the racetrack. You hit those bumps and everything, and it gives me that old school arcade feeling, which is exactly what I was going for. You really see the car sometimes abruptly shift too much, though. Right there, if you look at those transitions, the car should actually kind of have some slow angle adjustment and stuff like that, so I could tweak it out, tweak it, and the track could technically be improved in that way too. The ability to stop the car, and then after some time you can back the car up and stuff. So you have physics, suspension, and the mechanics of how a car functions. So yeah, so we're cooking.